Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I cover the latest cryptocurrency news articles to keep you up to date on what's going on in the space. And give me a few moments. I was, running a little bit late, had a last-minute meeting as I was stepping out of the baños. And so, sorry for being a couple minutes late. I'm just getting my screen set up so I can share it with you on what is going on with crypto and Bitcoin. Well, also, what's going on with PayPal and Stripe? We got Stripe trying to acquire what is it? Stripe trying to acquire PayPal. We heard this yesterday in a quick little Twitter response post on like some undisclosed competitor to PayPal wants either to acquire their whole thing or just some of their assets. And now we get Stripe. So we're going to cover this article as well as some other financial institution called MoonPay unveils an autonomous crypto wallet, and then a bunch of other news that's going on around the world. But let's start with Bitcoin. We are currently at 68,329. So we are having nice. Let's switch this up to the 24-hour chart. Looks nice. Let's switch to the week-long chart because we had that dip down to 64,000 the other day. And now we're having a nice little rebuttal. I wonder what this has to pertain to. Like what's causing it to go back up? We're just knowing that people are buying back in. We saw some news out there that somebody purchased like $33 million worth of Bitcoin. So it's like the buyers are coming back. But is this a little shakeup, or we tend to actually do pumps around this time? Like, let's take a look at the previous Bitcoin halving cycles. Here we go on this chart. So pink is us right now. Green was the last cycle we had. Blue was back in 2018. And then here was the first halving. So if we're just looking at the comparison wise, well, it looks like it's going down, but looks like there might be a tiny little pump. But so who knows where we're heading with this, though. But either way, I like seeing Bitcoin go up higher, and I do hope it continues going up, but we'll just have to wait and see. But let's go over the news. What's happening? So first up in Twitter news, we got the latest that Meta is reportedly planning a stablecoin comeback in the second half of 2026 with a third-party payment integration and new wallet. So Meta is still on board trying to get their super app coming. And so if they come out with a stable coin and having payments on there, I think the biggest thing for having their stable coin with Zuckerberg and Meta with Facebook and everything is I feel people will choose to use this because of Facebook Marketplace. Now that is like a hidden gem on Facebook. Like it's kind of like the new, Craigslist. Like I'm not sure if people still use Craigslist. I've used it a couple times. But Facebook Marketplace, you go on there, shop for whatever you need. Like, I need a new couch. I'm just moving. Oh, we need a desk. Or you find some nice little knickknacks on there. But I feel that would be very useful for their super app and then using a stablecoin for the process payments through it. So this is going to be pretty interesting. We'll see how this rolls out if he continues with it after the first half. So we'll keep you reported. And also, just a fun fact, El Salvador's National Library runs a Bitcoin node, so they're helping keeping the network secure. Just had to throw it in there because there's not so much Twitter news. But let's talk about what the title says. Stripe wants to acquire PayPal, or just some of their assets. So Stripe is in early talks on a potential PayPal deal per Bloomberg. Now, the deal could combine two major payment firms already expanding into stablecoin and crypto infrastructure. Now, Stripe is reportedly exploring an acquisition of PayPal, a move that could consolidate two of the most active traditional payment firms in crypto and stablecoin infrastructure under one roof. Now, early discussions between the two have reportedly begun, though the proposal remains exploratory and no formal offer has been made, according to Bloomberg, and that was on Tuesday. Now, it comes as Stripe has made a $159 billion employee tender offer to buy back employee shares, which followed its Tuesday posting of $1.9 trillion in annual payment volume and the approval of a U.S. National Bank Trust charter for Bridge. Now, its stablecoin industry. Now, the move places Stripe further inside regulated stablecoin infrastructure as a digital asset settlement becomes more central to global payments. Now, and this raises questions about how PayPal's deal could shift control over crypto payment rails. Now, structurally, this is a vertical integration of legacy infrastructure and modern API stacks. Now, Ryan Yoon, senior analyst at Tiger Research, told Decrypt that unlike PayPal, which operates under public market scrutiny and quarterly earnings pressure, Stripe remains privately held, giving it greater flexibility to pursue long-term infrastructure bets in crypto without immediate shareholder constraints. Now, the deal ostensibly offers PayPal an exit from public market scrutiny and big tech competition, while giving Stripe immediate access to massive enterprise liquidity, Yoon said. Now, what could catalyze the deal is their combined stablecoin and on-ramp infrastructure, which would unify fragmented digital asset payments, He noted while cautioning that the cost of integrating two different technical debts remain as a major constraint right now. Now, over the years, Stripe has steadily deepened its presence in crypto payments, supporting stablecoin transactions for merchants, integrating digital asset on ramps, and acquiring infrastructure firms focused on wallet and settlement tools. Now, Stripe is also developing Tempo, a purpose built blockchain designed to enable stablecoin settlement and programmable payments directly within its core payment infrastructure. Now, PayPal, meanwhile, has taken a more consumer facing route into crypto, enabling digital asset trading within its app and launching its own US dollar stablecoin, which was PYUSD. Now, as it seeks to integrate on chain settlements into its existing wallet and checkout system. Now, in April of last year, the SEC dropped its probe into PYUSD without any enforcement action as an initiative to regulate the sector. Now, advanced and crystallized with the signing of the Genius Act into law by July, opening what Stripe's founders have called a stablecoin summer. Now, Decrypt has tried to reach out to PayPal but did not receive a comment yet, and Stripe did decline to comment on this. So I think they're just still keeping everything under wraps. Again, no price has really been introduced to it. They're just like, it's an exploratory phase right now. But this would, this I think, this definitely benefits Stripe out there. PayPal, gives them an exit to escape the public scrutiny. It's like they have shareholders, they're public. So if they want to make a change, they gotta go through them. But while Stripe, on the other hand, is private, where they can get by with a lot more stuff, do more things without worrying about the other. So this could be good. And again, with stable coins and having that access and everything they're doing, trying to integrate it in their system. And then we also got the word that Stripe is designed for AI agents to be able to execute trades and purchases without even needing you as a person to initiate that. So I think this is like everything's just coming together right now with the AI, crypto, stable coins, all that. So the future is getting pretty interesting right now. But speaking about the AI agent, so Stripe's not the only one that has a wallet designed for AI agents. Coinbase announced last week that they have one too, or they were planning on making one. And now MoonPay unveils an autonomous crypto wallet for AI agents to execute trades independently. So let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can read along with me. So here we go. So MoonPay enables AI agents to independently manage crypto wallets and execute transactions. Now, MoonPay has introduced a groundbreaking product named MoonPay Agents, representing a technological layer that empowers artificial intelligence systems to maintain digital wallets and execute financial operations independently. Now, MoonPay tweeted out, "Your AI agent needs crypto. Now they have it. Introducing MoonPay Agents, the non-custodial infrastructure for autonomous transactions. You have on-ramp, swap across chains, trade on-chain, and off-ramp as well. All those features your AI agent gets. Now, the multi-chain native X402 support, one CLI prompt, and boom. And here, let's play this little commercial they showed. MoonPay CLI installed. So today, MoonPay agent join. What can you do? Think. Let's see. MoonPay gives AI agents seamless way to on-ramp fiat. Hold everything you need to trade to start. Create me a wallet and on-ramp. So it's generating the wallet. Secure wallet created. 200 USD to Sol on-ramp generated. Buy 2 points. So it's doing it all. Your order and confirms 200 USD. Let's make a plan. Needs crypto. Economy starts with MoonPay. Okay, so that's really just showing like how the MoonPay basically can purchase crypto on there, not just MoonPay. That's how the AI agents like making a purchase. You gave it a task, it purchased it, it created a wallet through MoonPay. Now it's funded, and then it didn't really go into what else you can do after that. So like this is just really showing like this beginning part where you didn't have to sign anything, it just did it. Next up is it's going to start controlling that wallet, and then you give it a task, like you can link that wallet and you give it that AI agent tool, say, okay, now you survive on your own, basically. So it's you have access to my wallet, and here's the server where you pay your whatever that thing is, and then it's like if it doesn't pay it, it dies. It's that simple, and we've seen that already happen a couple times. So the AI agent's getting pretty crazy now, but this is the start with MoonPay. So we're going to probably get a lot more than this. It's probably going to get a lot easier to have an AI agent just ready for you. Like I thought that would have taken a little bit of time. Thought you just had to build your own, but looks like it's coming pretty fast. But the platform operates on a non-custodial framework, ensuring that wallets remain on user devices rather than under MoonPay's control. Now, after a user completes the initial identity verification process and deposits funds, the AI agent assumes operational control. So subsequently, the agent executes trades, it conducts swaps, and initiates digital asset transfers entirely autonomously. Now, the system additionally facilitates scheduled purchases and cross-blockchain swaps. Now, MoonPay CEO Ivan Soto Wright articulated that the challenge this innovation addresses is that AI agents can reason, but they cannot act economically without capital infrastructure, he stated. So, established in 2019, MoonPay now provides services to more than 30 million users alongside 500 enterprise clients. Now, this latest offering expands its cryptocurrency payment infrastructure to artificial intelligence platforms. Now, the platform builds upon MoonPay's developer solution, the MoonPay CLI. It incorporates X402 protocol compatibility, which is a machine-to-machine payment framework utilized in agent-operated applications. Now, when identity verification is mandated by a service, the human operator completes it initially. Now, subsequently, the AI agent operates within established authorization parameters continuously. So you got to give it those parameters for it to work. Now, the competitive landscape of agent-based financial systems. MoonPay is facing competition in the emerging sector. Coinbase has deployed similar functionality, enabling AI agents to access wallets, while Stripe incorporated USDC-compatible agent payments capabilities utilizing the identical X402 protocol. Now, D-Bridge has constructed infrastructure supporting non-custodial cross-blockchain operations for AI platforms. Now, Crypto.com's leadership recently introduced AI.com, a system designed to enable autonomous agents to execute financial operations for users. Now, Ethereum developers are advancing ERC 8004, which is a protocol standard created to provide AI agents with verifiable on-chain identities. Now, OpenAI and Paradigm have established a collaboration focused on AI-powered smart contract security solutions, demonstrating additional convergence between artificial intelligence and blockchain-based finance. Now, the economic projections and capital interest to this is that the World Economic Forum projects that the worldwide AI agent sector could achieve $236 billion in value by 2034. McKinsey research indicates approximately 1/4 of the organizations are currently scaling their AI agent implementations. And regarding investment activity, Intercontinental Exchange, which operates the New York Stock Exchange, has allegedly initiated preliminary conversations regarding a MoonPay investment, and the company is reporting pursuing a $5 billion valuation. Now, this attention from prominent stock exchange operators signals increasing institutional financial interest in cryptocurrency payment technology, and MoonPay's latest platform includes off-ramp functionality to fiat currencies, enabling AI agents to transfer capital between cryptocurrency and conventional money systems. Now, I would give it a little bit of time before I give that AI agent access to my bank account. Definitely want to start off small, like maybe handle like a Twitter account, Instagram, or maybe give it tasks to give me reminders on my daily schedule. But like, I would need to have to test out the AI agent and just see what comes around. Same with like crypto wallets out there. Like we get updates all the time. I usually wait a week to do the update because I got to see if like there was any vulnerabilities or malpractices or malware code in there. And so that way, if I didn't hear anything in the news, it's like, okay, let me upgrade just to be safe. And that's what I want to do the same with these AI agents out there. I want to just test out the small stuff before I fully give it like access to a bank account. If I can give it just a wallet with say $50 in it and he's in control of that wallet's not connected to me at all, I'll give it a try. But before I give an AI agent access to my bank account, it's like no, I want to wait a little bit. But this technology is happening very, very fast. And again, the wait might not be long for actually utilizing it. So that's pretty cool that MoonPay is unveiling this autonomous crypto wallet now. So again, we're probably going to get more and more companies out there announcing it. Again, right now we got Coinbase, we got Stripe, we got MoonPay. I guarantee with all these super apps out there, X, when they have their platform, Meta, getting their stable coins like we just saw, I feel like even they'll integrate an X402 software to integrate AI agents. So yeah, so that's our news on MoonPay. Now let's continue on. What's going on in Bitcoin's news and how are Bitcoin ATMs protecting the public? Well, it looks like now Bitcoin Depot is to require IDs for all transactions at its crypto ATMs. So Bitcoin Depot is moving to require ID for all transactions as regulators have cracked down on crypto ATM operators over scams and money laundering concerns. Okay, so it's not so much of them putting out more extra protection because every ATM machine out there always has the precautions out there. Know who are you sending money to? This is what the scam is. These are the scams out there. Are you sure you're not a part of this? Like they do as much as they can with it. But now I guess with the IDs, is this is just what's the word I'm thinking of? Just abiding by the rules that regulators are cracking down on it, because now the regulators are trying to help out as much as they can for stopping these types of scams going on, and they're going to see if this works. I thought the cap of maybe $5,000 or $3,000 per Bitcoin ATM machine was good enough, because then that's at least preventing a victim from putting even more money on that. But we'll have to see how this works, if it's going to stop or lower or increase. I got to put all three categories in there. Bitcoin ATM scams. So let's hear about this news article and the updates happening. So the biggest Bitcoin ATM operator in the US has begun phasing in new requirements for users to provide identification for every transaction at its crypto ATMs, amid increasing pressure from regulators and lawmakers for operators to curb illicit activity. Now, Bitcoin Depot said on Tuesday that it began the rollout earlier in February across the company's US network of ATMs, with the goal of helping to detect suspicious activity in real time and eliminate misuse by bad actors. Now, such as account sharing, identity theft, and account takeovers, continuous verification allows us to detect suspicious activity based on customers' location or transaction amounts before a transaction is approved. Now, Bitcoin Depot CEO Scott Buchanan, that's the name, said in a statement that Bitcoin Depot implemented ID requirements in October, but only for all new users to its service. Buchanan said that by requiring identity verification at every transaction, we are taking an additional step to strengthen security, protect customers, and maintain the integrity of our service. Now, the US is the largest hub for Bitcoin ATMs, with Coin ATM Radar listing 31,360 machines in the country, accounting for 78% of the worldwide total. Now, Bitcoin Depot is the market leader in the US with 9,019 kiosks. Now, Bitcoin Depot faces state-level lawsuits. Scammers have long used crypto ATMs as a way to receive funds from unwitting victims, as the kiosks are widespread and their transactions are irreversible, leading regulators and lawmakers to crack down on crypto ATM operators. Now, the advocacy organization, the American Association of Retired Peoples, reported in February that 17 US states have passed laws requiring crypto ATM operators to implement protections, including daily transaction limits, fraud warning signs, and licensing requirements. Now, Bitcoin Depot has caught the ear of the state regulators, as Massachusetts Attorney General Andre Campbell sued Bitcoin Depot earlier this month, alleging the company has not implemented sufficient safeguards to prevent scams. Now, Campbell is seeking a court order to bar Bitcoin Depot from processing large transactions without additional user protection. Now, in January, the Maine Attorney General, Aaron Frey, reached a $1.9 million settlement with Bitcoin Depot to reimburse individuals who lost money to scams while using the company's ATMs. Now, last year, Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird launched a lawsuit against both Bitcoin Depot and its rival CoinFlip, alleging the operators failed to implement adequate protections to prevent scams. And I don't know what else they could do. Maybe it was that at the time when they didn't require IDs at all, so anyone can just really pop on in, use a machine. It was now confidential out there. So I remember those were the early days of Bitcoin ATMs. But again, where was that ending saying again? This is to prevent them from adequate protection. Well, no, they did everything they could, I'm pretty sure. Because again, every single Bitcoin ATM machine I've tried or seen, they put the flags up there of the warnings of scams. They literally list every single scam out there: the pig butchering scams, the phishing scams, the fake lawsuits, or your bank account's been hacked scams. They list it all on there. And it's not their fault if people just, again, scroll through it, click acknowledge without even reading anything, because that's what we're kind of programmed to do. Don't read the fine print, just sign it to move on. So they're doing everything they can. And then some, again, ATM machines put limits on their purchasing power, because some victims are putting in $20,000, $50,000 into ATMs, and then it's gone because they didn't know what they were doing. So at least putting a limit on there prevents those high targets out there. And with the ID, how is that going to help them? It's going to just go into their system, track it, see how the purchasing, they'll track their data information to see maybe if what they're doing is potentially scamming. So we'll see how well this works out. But again, they're going to try whatever they can to keep the public safe. And again, we got to try what we can, because at first there was nothing. The scams were just going to happen and there was nothing to do about it. So maybe some of these precautions will save some unlucky victims out there so they don't lose their savings. But that's the change happening to Bitcoin Depot and potentially some other ATMs out there, but starting off with them. Now let's move into some worldwide news. What's happening around the world with crypto, rules being changed. So I saw this one, the Pakistan Senate Committee approves a draft law paving the way for legal crypto trade. So heading all the way over to Pakistan, they're making changes to some crypto laws. So in Islamabad, a Pakistani Senate committee approved a draft bill to regulate virtual assets on Wednesday, paving the way for cryptocurrency trading to become legal in the country. Now, Pakistan has been undertaking efforts over the past couple of months in drafting rules to regulate the fast expanding market for digital coins and tokens, requiring virtual asset service providers to obtain governmental approval. Now, in Islamabad's moves to adopt digital currency is a significant shift in policy, considering it had previously banned cryptocurrency transactions in 2018, citing financial risk and lack of regulation. Now, last month, Pakistan signed a memorandum of the understanding with a company affiliated with the World Liberty Financial, a crypto-based finance platform launched in September of 2024 and linked to US President Donald Trump's family. Now, the agreement explores the use of a dollar-linked stablecoin for cross-border payments. Now, Pakistan's Senate Standing Committee on Cabinet approved the draft of the Virtual Asset Act of 2026, and during the meeting on Wednesday, the bill relates to the Pakistan Virtual Assets Regulator Authority mandate and its power to issue licenses. So under the new law, what will happen is that there will be an authority which already exists, which is the Pakistan Virtual Asset Regulators Authority, otherwise known as PVARA, or is it PVARA? How do you say that? But that will have the power to give licenses in which crypto coins can be issued, in which mining can be done, and then they will be able to regulate the whole crypto market, said Senator Dr. Afnan Yuhal Khan, a member of the committee who told Arab News. Now, he said under the new law, PVARA, I'm going to call it that, will be able to check which company has the license to issue crypto coins and which ones can raise funds for the purpose. Now, when asked whether crypto trading will be legal in Pakistan after the bill passes in Parliament, Dr. Afnan said that the draft law will first be presented in the Senate and National Assembly for approval. After that, he said the president will sign into law, and then it will become legal. Dr. Afan said it will not take a few weeks, it will take maybe like a week, and then boom. So he added that the major crypto coins such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP will be traded in Pakistan through crypto exchanges. Now, Dr. Afnan said that the bill was analyzed by a committee member, adding that the final draft was approved with the consent of all parties. He said that the law also caters to concerns on the use of cryptocurrency for money laundering and illegal purposes, adding that it also proposes fines for violations by licenses. Now, the PVARA last year issued no objection certifications to two global crypto exchanges, HTX and Binance. Now, PVARA said that the NOCs allow Binance and HTX to conduct preparatory and engagement activities within Pakistan under defined regulatory oversight, clarifying that it does not constitute full operator license. So there you have it. So a country that once banned Bitcoin back in 2018, or not just Bitcoin, but crypto trades, has changed their mind and they're getting back on board, making rules, changing up some laws. And again, that's what we're seeing now. Just so much more adoption taking place, countries and institutions. Like, again, I think the news like last year, like the institutions changed their mind when Jamie Dimon and all those guys said it was like rat poison, Bitcoin's dead, but then they're getting involved. Same thing goes for these countries out there. It's like they banned it, they didn't like it, now they're getting on board. So love seeing that news, and I'll keep you guys posted when this does officially go through, because that's going to be a nice little game changer. And hopefully the narratives change. Hopefully we're still on the bear market trend and in the bullish, and then that news will just definitely have a nice little spike for Bitcoin at that point. And then let's see, update on the Dutch government for their 36% tax that was going on. I think this was the Netherlands, the Dutch, which one was this one? They're revising their 36% tax on unrealized crypto and investment gains because they had backlash on everyone saying. Plus, I think also the person who like instigate or proposed like this bill and all this stuff out there, she was unqualified, didn't have the correct credentials, so she left. So again, like, I don't really need to go through this article. Just this one part, him saying, the Dutch financial minister Iklan Hein saying that I don't think the law can pass as it is. Heinen told RTL News I think something simply went wrong here, and the current law needs to be amended. And yes, it does, because honestly, who is going to want to do business with crypto in the Dutch, like, and especially hold crypto out there? Because say prices went up, you didn't sell, you're still holding. Oh, we want to tax you on that capital gains right there. It's like, but I didn't sell anything. Oh, but those gains are there. So go ahead, sell it, do whatever. So again, it doesn't make sense. It's like you're holding on an asset, like you shouldn't be taxed on it unless like you actually made profits and actually sold it. But the unrealized stuff, it's like no. So yeah, so this is just a quick little mention that they are going to be revising that, because again, he said it, something went wrong here, and he realizes like, yeah, this is going to hurt us. So nope, let's get back to it and make something good. So that was just a quick mention there in the Netherlands. And let's move over to South Korea. Usually it's known for a lot of scams out there, which something did happen. I'll cover that in the next article. But South Korea is moving to force crypto and stock influencers to reveal all their holdings. So, so if you're an influencer in Korea, you may want to move or just be prepared to reveal everything you got. But South Korea is stepping up its oversight on online investment promotions with new legislation that will require social media influencers to publicly disclose their financial interests when recommending stocks or cryptocurrencies. Can I even go closer? No, that's as big as we're getting. So the proposal introduced by the Democratic Party lawmaker Kim Sung-won reflects a growing concern that the so-called influencers can move markets without transparency about their own positions. Now, lawmakers argue that the undisclosed holdings and paid promotions create clear conflicts of interest, leaving retail investors vulnerable to misleading commentary and coordinated hype, which is true if someone's like saying pump the meme coins out there and they might not hold any. But under the draft amendments, individuals who regularly provide investment advice or receive compensation to promote financial products would be subject to strict reporting obligations. Now, the changes would be implemented through revisions to the Capital Market and Financial Investment Business Act and the Act of the Protection of Virtual Assets of Users. Now, mandatory disclosures would include the type and size of assets held by the influencer, along with any payments or benefits linked to their recommendations. The rules would apply broadly across social media platforms, online channels, broadcasts, and other mass publications. Now, if you don't report, prison terms may be there and heavy fines for the violators. The proposed penalties mirror those applied to serious capital market offenses, such as price manipulation and front running. Now, failure to disclose stock holdings could result in up to 1 year in prison or a fine of up to 30 million won. Violations involving cryptocurrencies would carry even steeper consequences, given that the higher volatility and manipulation risks in digital asset markets. Offenders could face more than 1 year in prison or fines equal to 3 to 5 times the amount of the unfair gains or avoid losses. Now, the strict treatment of crypto-related offenses highlights regulators' concerns about the rapid price swings fueled by online promotions. Now, part of a broader 2026 regulation push, the initiative forms part of South Korea's wider strategy in 2026 to tighten supervision of the digital assets and online financial commentary. The financial services is rolling out an AI-driven monitoring system designed to detect suspicious trading patterns and coordinate misinformation campaigns on social media in real time. Authorities say that these tools will help identify pump and dump schemes before retail investors suffer large losses. Now, the legislative push follows several high-profile market disruptions, including a major operational error at the BitDum exchange earlier this year, which reignites debate over market stability and promotional practices in the crypto sector. Now, the new influencer rules would also build on earlier transparency measures introduced in 2024, when senior public officials and lawmakers were required to disclose the cryptocurrency holdings regardless of the size. So taken together, the reform signals a clear shift towards stricter accountability in South Korea, online investment landscape, and particularly as digital assets continue to attract a growing base of retail participants, they are going to be getting stricter. So yeah, just a heads up, Korean influencers out there, just be ready. Don't if they come after you, do it, because do you really want to spend the 30 million won or in a year in prison? No, I don't think so. So that's the little changes happening over in South Korea. Now, what else is taking place in this country? Well, it looks like a South Korean man has been indicted in an alleged pesticide poisoning tied to crypto losses. So I think him and his friend went into some Bitcoin trades. It didn't pan out, and he tried to kill him. So let's go through this article to hear what happened. South Korean prosecutors reportedly accused a man of poisoning a business partner with pesticides in a dispute over losses due to crypto trading. So a South Korean man has been indicted on an attempted murder charge after allegedly poisoning his business partner with pesticide-laced coffee, amid a dispute over more than $816,000 in crypto losses, according to local reports. Now, the Seoul Eastern District Prosecutor's Office has accused a man in his 30s of adding the pesticide methomyl to his business partner's drink during a meeting at a cafe in November. Local news outlet Chosun and Asia Business Daily reported on Monday that after drinking the coffee, the victim lost consciousness and collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital and then regained consciousness 3 days later, according to the reports. Now, this was all because of a dispute over $800,000 in crypto losses. Now, I'm sure he's not alone. Like, everyone's feeling the pain from once we had that dip in October. So, again, it shouldn't lead you to try to kill somebody. But starting in 2022, the two men reportedly operated an investment business managing Bitcoin investment programs. However, a dispute arose when the accused man allegedly lost over 1.17 billion Korean won, which is $816,000, including company's funds he had personally invested, leading the alleged victim to assume control of the company's finances. Now, the alleged victim, who was not named, told Asia Business Daily that at the time, he claims he was poisoned. I was about to get married, and my wife was in early stages of pregnancy. My family was almost completely destroyed. I recovered a lot now, but I still go to the hospital. Now, a trial date is scheduled for March 10th at the Seoul Eastern District Court, where the accused is facing charges of attempted murder and violation of the Pesticide Control Act. Now, the case comes amid a friendlier environment for crypto in South Korea since the election of President Lee Jae-myung in June, who has pushed forward with various crypto-related laws, including a bill to legalize stablecoins. Now, that's led the local market to boom, and with the number of crypto exchanges users in South Korea surpassing 16 million last year, more than 30% of the population, as the crypto market hits new highs. However, the wider crypto market saw a downturn in late 2025, as Bitcoin rapidly fell from its October peak of over 125,000 to trade under 90,000 by late December, and its continued fall and is now trading at around $65,000. That's actually, I think right now we're at 68. Hold on, just quick little double check. Yep, we're still at 68,000. But yeah, so everyone's hurting there. But so again, guys, if you made a bad business mistake, if someone did it, don't do this. Don't throw away your life, basically, because by doing this, if you get away, yeah, but no, don't take that chance, because then you're in life in prison, or maybe you even get the death penalty, depending on where you're at. I think if you did that in Texas, I think that still takes place there. Not positive, but let's see. So yeah, so be careful out there. Just safest thing to do or to learn from this. Like, well, they offered a Bitcoin business investment. What was the thing they did? South Korean business daily report. What do they control? They managed a Bitcoin investment program. So they were handling other people's money too. So I think the moral of this story is if you're getting into crypto, Bitcoin, do it all yourself. Don't go into partnerships, which could lead to someone's mistake. Just, this is crypto. This is all you. You can handle it. It's not as scary as you may think it is. So, but yeah, just keeping you informed on what's going on around the world. Let's see what. And lastly, don't need to cover this news article, but this is happening in the United States because I think the U.S. is getting a little bit more crypto to their reserve bill because they can keep the confiscated Bitcoin. But I don't think they got Bitcoin back. But $61 million in stolen crypto that has been seized in North Carolina's fraud crackdown. So this has to relate to a pig butchering account like we were mentioning, like the types of scam out there where people befriend you online. They try to make you fall in love. They get you to send them money, and then they get you in an investment program, eventually maybe even leading you to a Bitcoin ATM where you send them money. So again, like this was recovered from a pig butchering scam that happened in North Carolina. So federal prosecutors in Eastern District of North Carolina announced the seizure of more than $61 million worth of Tether and one of the largest cryptocurrency asset forfeiture actions tied to a romance-style investment fraud known as the pig butchering scheme. Okay, so it was Tether USDT. What's the rule on that for the United States to confiscate cryptocurrencies? Is it just if they confiscate Bitcoin, that never gets sold? What's the deal with the other coins? I need to look that up. Oh, I'm going to actually look it up right now. We're not going to go through this article because, again, same thing when it comes to all pig butchering scams. Like I just said, someone befriended them, they romanticize them. matter how long it took, and eventually the person got suckered into stealing some money. Probably this wasn't one person; it was probably many people that they got cracked down on. But I want to take a look into this. Does the U.S. keep this? Let's go to Grok. Let's see. Does the U.S. get to keep this or sell it? It's Tether. And let's see. Okay, I want to take a look at this, guys. Does totally missed it. The U.S. government, specifically federal prosecutor in Eastern District, North Carolina, seized. This happens as a part of the fraud crackdown. Civil criminal asset forfeiture. Portion of all, depending on the case, use compensate victims. So, okay, a portion would compensate the victims, and then the seizure of physical corruption Tether, which helped freeze the transfers. Scammers don't get to keep it, obviously, and the victims may have a path to recovery. So, okay, well, hopefully in this case, the victims get their money back, and that would be a nice sign. It's always good, like, because when you get scammed out there and it's on crypto, it's immutable, it's permanent. Usually you're not getting it back. So, hey, if the U.S. government does give them back the money, then I would love that, see that, and it just doesn't go to them going into their own reserve. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, so just be careful, guys, out there. Pig butchering scams. Again, if you're lonely out there, what do? Join a club, join the run club, do something, but don't fall for these digital vixens out there trying to steal your money. But that is it for all the news I have for you today. Again, let's take a look at the charts. Bitcoin's Fear and Greed Index is at 11, still the same as yesterday. But markets, I think, are doing green. If we took, never mind. That's the month chart. Let's go for the day. There we go. Day chart. Yep, I knew we were at the green. So markets are green today from that nice little pump we're seeing, because when Bitcoin goes, all the other markets do as well. Now, Bitcoin again is saying $68,586. Ethereum's at 2,000. Okay, there we go. So again, maybe this may be a turnaround, or maybe it's not. We never know. XRP's at $1.46, BNB 627, and Solana's 88. So markets are doing good right now. We'll see how long it lasts, and I'll always be here giving you the news on what's happening. So everyone, have an awesome Wednesday. It's hump day. Enjoy yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow with some more crypto news.